Valid question posed by Nisha. Vodafone has in fact clarified that the deal contours have been revised due to Idea's fundraising plan. So instead of almost 5%, now Aditya Birla Group will buy minimum 2.5% stake in the merged entity from Vodafone for $256 million. So Vodafone PLC, remember, instead of over 500 million, will now get about 250 million from its India business by way of this transaction. But Salil Parekh, the new CEO of Infosys, will draw a fixed salary of 6.5 crore rupees and will be eligible for a variable pay of 9.75 crore rupees at the end of the financial year 19. Mr. Parekh took charge as the managing director and chief executive of Infosys earlier this week. Kritika Saxena joins us now. Kritika, Infosys' last CEO, Vishal Sikka, was also an outsider. How does Parekh stack up against Sikka when it comes to money matters?
First, let me talk about Salil Parekh's compensation, and then I'll go into the comparison. Even his compensation has many areas and many structures to it, so it's slightly complicated. Essentially, the total compensation net by the end of March 2019 will be 16.25 crore rupees that he gets. And right now, when he takes over, he will get a one-time bonus of about 9.75 crore rupees. If you break that up, his fixed salary is 6.5 crore rupees. His variable pay stands at 9.75 crore rupee. And there is an annual stock-based compensation that has been included, which is slightly tricky. This has two components. One is an annual grant of about 3.25 crore rupees in stocks. This will only be valid and will only come to him. He'll only be eligible for it if he stays in the company for 3 years. If he completes that 3 years, he gets this amount. The annual performance equity grant of 13 crore rupees has also been granted, but this is dependent on Infosys performance and if the board is happy with it. So the board takes that call. So net by the end of it, by the end of the first year, he gets about 16.25 crore rupees. By the end of the second year, that is ending March 2020, he gets 19.25 crore rupees in staggered advances. And by the end of the third year, he gets 35.25 crore rupees, subject to if the board is happy with his performance. Now, compare this again to Vishal Sikka's compensation. Vishal Sikka in the first year got 48 crore rupees, and Salil Parekh in the first year is getting 16.25 crore rupees. In the third year, after the 3-year completion, Vishal Sikka had been promised a 70 crore rupee compensation, whereas Salil Parekh was getting 35.25 crore rupees. So, in a direct comparison, based on pure numbers, Salil Parekh, of course, is, in terms of compensation, moderate compared to Vishal Sikka. While he is lesser than Cognizant and HCL Tech, he's not lesser than, he's in line with what TCS CEO gets and what the Wipro CEO makes.
Thanks, Kritika. So that was